good. We love them. Anyway, it's about our show,
Now that there are three of us here, why don't we do a show? What do you all think?
Yay!
I think so. Right, lords, ladies, and all kind, noble friends, I am Brizo, and on behalf of the Vixens, we'd like to welcome you to our show. We are just about to begin, but before we do, we'd like to talk to you about audience participation.
We will be encouraging you to be loud
and boisterous.
Let's show them how.
Right.
When we cue you thusly, you respond thusly.
Come on, people, let's make some noise! Yes!
I'm really good at that.
Especially this person from the tree.
Hello.
Also, when we cue you thusly,
A cue card will be held aloft thusly.
And you shout out what you see. Only there will be words, and you need.
if you know what I mean. Now, that little phrase, when added to the end of any sentence, makes it sound
Naughty! For example, help yourself for seconds.
If you know what I mean. Hoist the mainsail. If you know what I mean.
Stroke of genius.
If you know what I mean. I think this person knows exactly what she means. Lords and ladies,
And goodly gentles all.
do you want to hear
Sassy jokes.
Saucy innuendo.
sexy swordsmen insulting Shakespeare? Do you want to see
Dangerous beauties.
Deadly duels.
staring damsels doing a damn fine job of kicking butt? Do you want
Smoking hot babes.
Smoking hot swords.
Smoking hot vixen on vixen action? You do realize we're referring to fight sequences, right?
right? Lords and ladies,
And all general ruffians.
without further ado, we present to you buxom women,
Playing Shakespeare.
buxom women,
Wielding weapons.
buxom women, tempting fate. We are Vixens En Garde, and the crowd goes wild. Allow me to introduce the sexy swordswomen before you. To my right is our starlet, Hera. She loves the finer things in life.
Fine dining. Fine clothing. And a finely filled pair of tights.
And to my left is our knight in shining armor,
Yes.
Selene.
Yeah.
She loves
Slaying dragons. Coffee with croissants. Pink Floyd. And tuning.
and I am a buccaneer Brizo. I love dancing salsa in the ocean breeze, boarding axes, and, as you might suspect, booty. And chest. Right. And together we are that band of babes with blades for hire, the Vixens En Garde.
How came this bevy of deadly beauties to assemble, you might ask?
We'd love to tell you, but then
We'd have to kill you. Suffice it to say that our unusual
our
backgrounds
outspoken ways,
Our predilection for fighting.
our habit of wearing tights,
and the general flaunting of our assets make it quite impossible for us to fit the mold of proper womanhood in this our Renaissance England.
So we did the only sensible thing we could think of that would allow us to drink, fight, and get laid.
Paid.
Get paid. We became mercenaries
soon we were fast friends, formed the Vixens,
and have traveled together ever since in search of aventura.
Fame.
fortune,
And work. Indeed, we are availing our sword skills to earn us some pieces of bait.
Apes.
Accas.
Fun.
Brinks. Lolly.
Josh.
Down.
Doubloons.
No.
Cha-ching.
Unfortunately, these are trying times, and since work is scarce,
Skint. Broke.
so we thought to begin performing. Oh, here and there to earn us a bit of extra pence.
Moonlighting as actors.
You know, since that's a real stable line of work.
Yeah.
And so, here we are, ready to present our show. standing when we petitioned to be players at the Globe Theatre. A certain Mr. Henslow informed us that
Women are not allowed to appear on the English stage.
we therefore, in a stunning display of white shall not only flaunt the fact that we are wearing hose, tights, we shall boldly
Go where no man has gone before.
No.
Go west, young man.
Not-
Go.
not-
Take a nap.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
we shall boldly play all the male roles.
And we'll sort something out for the female roles.
Ooh. It's going to be a latte of work. I'm so tired.
Our entertainment for you today is
Drum roll, please. The tragedy of Hamlet, Hamlet, Hamlet.
Hera shall play the titular role.
Easy now. That means the title role.
Hera shall play Hamlet. I shall play Laertes and the ghost of Hamlet's father. And you shall play everybody else.
Claudius.
And
Gertrude.
And,
Ophelia.
and
Polonius.
and,
Horatio.
and
Osric.
yes.
I did just have a nap.
Hamlet on 3.
1, 2,
3, break! Our play takes place in Denmark, in the castle of Elsinore, where Prince Hamlet sits brooding.
I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of the exercises, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air, look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire, why it appeareth nothing to me but a foul and pestilent congregation of vapours.
Seeing his uncle Claudius, the king,
Thank you very much.
nearly married to his mother, Queen Gertrude,
Darling, my love for you will simply never have burn out.
is just too much for our broody Dane.
No, that this too solid flesh would melt, that it should come to this, but 2 months dead,
You hound dog!
married with mine uncle, my father's brother. But break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Enter Hamlet's girlfriend, Ophelia,
A sunny my prince will come.
and her brother, telenovela star, Laertes. How fair is my Lord Hamlet?
He hath, my lord of late, made many standards of his affections to me.
Hermana, for Hamlet, and the trifling of his favors, weigh what loss your honor may sustain if you, with too credent ear, list his songs, or lose your heart, or your chaste treasure open to his own master importunity.
If you know what I mean.
Farewell.
Adios.
Enter their father, Polonius, who has some last-minute advice before his son departs for France.
Wow! Neither a borrower nor a lender be.
And,
To thine own self be true.
and,
To 5 long years, your daddy hid this pocket watch deep in.
Adios!
Goodbye.
meanwhile, Hamlet is still brooding.
Enter his best friend, Fellatio.
Horatio!
Horatio!
My lord, I think I saw him yesterday.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father?
I just said that.
'Tis very strange.
Ah, my lord, he wore his beaver up.
His beaver up?
His beaver up.
Is that even possible?
Apparently.
Look, my lord, it comes.
Dun 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 dun.
Hamlet, I am thy father's spirit.
Oh God!
Revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder?
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
No. No!
Hamlet, you can destroy King Claudius. He has foreseen this. It is your destiny. destiny. Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy.
Is that really what happens in the play?
No, but it should be.
It's very Shakespearean.
True.
Audience, what do you think?
May the force be with you.
Right.
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
I will never join you.
Thanks.
If only you knew the power of the dark side.
Ow!
Thank you.
These aren't the characters you're looking for.
Right.
Back to the play. There's something rotten in the state of Denmark.
All day and night, but this is wondrous strange.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Oh, my prophetic soul. Mine uncle. Oh, villain. Villain, smiling, damned villain. Bloody, bawdy villain. Remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindless villain.
And what is he?
A villain.
Oh, right.
This is most brave, that I, the son of a dear father murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, can say nothing. Why? What an ass have I? Am I? About my brains. I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have, by the very cunning of the scene, been struck so to the soul that presently they have proclaimed their malefactions. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle, that plays the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
And that's exactly what he does, until...
Hereafter, I shall think meet to put an antic disposition on.
And so, Hamlet runs about the palace, feigning utter madness with the queen.
Why, you know, Hamlet!
To live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stealing corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
With Ophelia.
Good my lord!
Get me to a nunnery.
Happy!
With the king.
How fares our cousin Ham?
With Polonius.
I got a fever!
I'm sorry, Mr. Walker, it's too much. Next, Hamlet stabs Polonius, who is hiding behind the arras in his mother's closet.
Wow!
How now? A rat? Dead for a ducat, dead! Dead for a ducat, dead! I said, dead for a ducat! Would you please stop moving? My hair!
I am so sorry! I'm not dead yet! No! The prescription was more cowbell!
Thank you.
Next, Ophelia, distraught by Hamlet's behavior and the death of her father, goes all loopy and drowns herself.
And he shall never come again!
If you know what I mean. Right.
Upon his return from France, it is no wonder Laertes is rather upset to learn the news at court.
Dun dun dun! ¿Dónde está mi padre?
Dead! But not by him!
How came he dead? ¿Dónde está mi hermana?
Dead!
And my goldfish? Goldie?
Eaten by the cat!
My cat?
Show the girl, Fisher!
Al infierno mis promesas. I dare damnation. I'll be be made.
So you shall, and where the offense is, let the great axe fall.
Dun, dun, dun! Determined to rid himself of his nephew once and for all, the king sends Hamlet on a one-way cruise to England. However, in transit, the ship is accosted by pirates, allowing
Ahoy!
Hamlet to escape.
Is that really what happens in the show?
It is. Hamlet writes a letter and everything.
Oh,
Ere we were 2 days old at sea,
yeah.
a pirate of very warlike appointment gave us chase. Oh, finding ourselves too slow of sail, we put on a compelled valor, and in the grapple, I boarded them. On the instant, they got clear of our ship, so I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like rat bastard. I mean, thieves of mercy. Thank you.
Next, more scenes go by. Happen with brilliant acting moments, such as,
What a piece of work is man.
and,
To be or not to be.
and.
Alas, poor Yorick.
At the end of the play, Laertes is absolutely livid. So, the king sets him up in a revenge duel opposite
Hamlet, where he is supposed to kill him with that poisoned blade, identifiable by a handy red ribbon.
Enter King Claudius with extra poison. And Queen Gertrude, and the referee Osric, and Hamlet, and Laertes.
The king halfway, that in a dozen passes. He shall not exceed, you 3 hits.
Give me your pardon, sir. I have done you wrong.
Ni siquiera te atreves a oler mi mano.
Why, you...
I want a good clean fight. Now let's get ready to
Rumble! Da 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 da
Y'all ready for this?
Come on, sir.
Adelante. No?
Judgment?
hit, a palpable hit. Knocks the cheese right out of that Danish alien. Whoa.
Bueno, otra.
Stay, give me a drink. Hey, this pearl is thine.
I'll play this bout first. Set it by a while.
Uh-huh.
Come. Wait, is my hair still perfect?
Magic.
Another hit, what say you?
A Dutch, and you confess.
The queen carouses to thy fortune, Hamlet. Gertrude, do not drink. I will, my lord. Glug, 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 glug. Let's get an instant replay. Glug, 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 glug.
How about you now?
Huh?
No. Poison.
Nay, come again.
No. Ow, that hurt.
It is sharp. Sucks to be you.
What? Crap.
And now for the big finish where
Everybody dies.
Oh!
the drink. Choke, cough, gag. The drink. I am poison.
Treachery. Seek it out.
envenomed too.
Then venom do thy work. Here, thou incestuous, murderous, deadly danger!
Oh, long live the king!
Oh, I die. The poison quite o'ergrows my spirit. The rest is silence.
And
so ends the tragedy of Hamlet.
Oh, fair company, you have been an absolutely fabulous audience. If you should like to stay in touch with us, you can join us in the Fox's Den at patreon.com/Vixens En Garde or follow us on all social media, including the
Book of Face. Tell us,
we love performing for you. So if you love watching us, please feel free to take a look at our merchandise after the show if you should like to take us home with you. If you know what I mean. I'm Barizo.
I'm Stephanie.
And I'm gorgeous. I'm Hera.
And we are
Vixens